Hi friends, it is Thriftmas day 2. We're going into my local Goodwill every single day for the first 12 days of December. I just dropped my daughter off at gymnastics and thought I would pop on here while I have a little bit of light left. And we are going to head over to the Goodwill. We had such a good day yesterday. I was not expecting to find so many good items. And did you notice my terrible nails? Did you notice that I have thumbs, but not anything on the fingers? I'm sorry if that was annoying to anybody. I meant to tell you and I forgot. I need to soak these ones in acetone because they're like salon, but the rest came off and my thumbs have not yet. So I am sorry if that was distracting to anybody and you saw them as I was flipping through the racks. But we are going to go into the store, check out the new carts, check out the new racks, and see what we can find. Yesterday we didn't have to dig into the normal racks whatsoever because there were so many new racks to look at. So fingers crossed, but if we need to, we can pop into a few sections. So let's go see what we can find to resell online for a profit. Heading to find the new racks, but right off the bat I spot a really cute print and cut of dress that I had to investigate. I loved it and I was not familiar with this, but it was new with tags. It had a nice looking tag on it. This is Storia, so we're gonna come back to that in a second, but I also saw this one. I did not realize it was a jumpsuit at first. But when I walked over and saw that this one is Majorelle, which is a Revolve brand, I picked something else up recently, so I had done some research. And this one for $8.59 I decided was also going to be worth it. Could be a really cute like holiday outfit or even like a New Year's Eve outfit. So I definitely need to try and get that one listed quickly. So I came back to this one. I did a bit of research and I do decide to pick this one up. Really cute. Obviously it's very springy, would be a cute Easter dress, but that's okay. We'll put it in the closet. I do list all seasons in all seasons because things do sell. People live in all climates. You never know what kind of occasion people are going to need things for. So I will usually prioritize the in-season items, but I will absolutely still list things that are quote unquote traditionally out of season. Now over to the new racks, I immediately spotted this J. Jill Love Linen. It was a great size. I was pretty happy about this one right at first and was going to pick it up, but we will come back to that one as well. This is a Nick and Zoe top. It is a linen blend. If this had been 100% linen, I probably would have picked it up. I will pick up Nick and Zoe sometimes at the thrift store, but not all the time. And again, very springy, so I decided to leave that one behind. Per usual, going through the new racks to see what goodies we can find, but of course we have to get through all of the Fashion Nova and fast fashion first. So this is a Pure Jill. It is a multi-size like swim cover kimono type. I thought it was beautiful. I love the floral. I love the embroidery on the top. This is the type of special thing from J. Jill that I am willing to pick up at Goodwill. This is what I'm noticing, that Love Linen has some stuff all over the back. I hopefully would have caught that when I was sorting my cart, but since we caught it now, that is going to go back immediately, and I was a little bit bummed about that. That J. Jill one, I'll be able to just tack down the tag that's coming off and it'll be good as new. So just went through that rack. There is another rack. I'm always excited to see some new ones. And on that one, I found these men's Rag & Bone jeans. Now, Rag & Bone, especially in women's clothes, is more miss than hit recently for me. But these ones I look up, I decided to give them a try. They are a men's like slim. Gray has me a little nervous because it's traditionally harder to sell. But I picked up a pair of men's Rag & Bone in Thriftmas in July, and they did really well. They were like a trouser style, but we shall see. These, I am just astonished. These little kids things are $5. Now they are new with tags, I guess, but like a single bodysuit on some of these for $5. A couple of them are cute little outfits. I mean, if you're shopping for like a baby shower or a present or even for yourself, that is a good deal, but yeah, it's still a little much though. We're talking about little kid bodysuits, in my opinion. All right, Aster, the label I just wanted to show you is one that I'm leaving behind at retail prices. Also with those cold shoulders, it's just really not in trend right now. Nobody's even really still wearing it. Even if it's quote out of trend, I don't see people wearing it. It never was very practical anyway to have like a long sleeve, especially in the sweaters, and then just have your shoulders be cold. I personally never loved it. That Vineyard Vines t-shirt, I might have grabbed it like the bins, or if I could bundle it with something also like this, but at $5 I'm not picking those types of things up. I will pick up Vineyard Vines at the racks, but not looking to pick up just t-shirts. You see that, guys? Yes. Very excited to find this blazer. We will talk about it in a minute. But you don't run across a designer, high-end designer, every day at Goodwill. All right, this is Draddy Sport. It's by the brand B Draddy. They do a lot of golf and activewear brand. It does have a little tiny logo on it, which with golf shirts doesn't always negatively impact it all that much. So I looked this one up and I do decide to grab that. Draddy Golf can be a pretty good seller. I think I could sell that around $25.
Okay, I was definitely not expecting to find YSL today, so that is welcome. It's a green blazer, so it's not going to make me a killing, but hopefully I should do okay. I do have a 20% off coupon to do again today, which is pretty exciting. And the only problem with those racks is a couple of them looked very similar to yesterday. I think they had maybe combined a couple, because like the first half didn't look familiar, but then the rest of it did. And then the last rack, by the time I got to it, the woman had already put most of it away. So I'm probably going to find a couple sections. I see a rack of, this way? I can't figure out what way to point when I'm going backwards. Maybe men's blazers. I don't know if I'll find anything, so I'll go pop over into that really quick. We'll go through a couple sections and then see if there's any new carts or if the carts are the same from before too.
Shout out to Daryl Stevens, who looked like he had donated his whole wardrobe.
I found another one. This is Monsieur Givenchy, which means it is a vintage Givenchy blazer. I don't think comps are amazing, but I can't not get it, right? I think it would still sell between like 30 and 50, so we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. It's only $9.50 and I'll have my 20% off coupon. I was so excited. Let me show you what this is and why you need to keep an eye out for it though.
This is Eileen West, and although it might just look like your grandma's nightgown, this is such a good selling brand, but unfortunately this one is too messed up. I really wish I could have picked it up, but I just could not justify picking it up with that stain. But it's very trad wife, kind of cottagecore, traditional, and those are all keywords I'm going to use. But these like little floral nightgowns, short and long, sell so quickly. They have a really good sell-through rate. So obviously I'm over here in the pajamas. As Frizzy says on Frizzy's Finds, don't sleep on sleepwear. There are some goodies here, and a lot of resellers don't go through this section, so it's usually not quite as picked over. I was really hoping this might have been another Eileen West, but it is not. It is just Secret Treasures. So I did find a couple things to grab, thankfully, though. This is a Victoria's Secret gold label. So this is their vintage label. It's, for me, the best-selling label from Victoria's Secret. This one specifically isn't silk. That would have made it even better. But I love the color. The fire engine red is gorgeous. The lace trim. This is everything. I think that'll sell really well. And then here is definitely like a Y2K-ish one, also from Victoria's Secret. And this one is new with tags, so I'm going to grab this as well. This from the Sexy Little Things line, which I think, if I'm remembering correctly, is from like the 2000s era. And yeah, these are both going to be $3.75, so great grab there. Always check the new rack. And this, I found the Kugels. Like, this brand was like deeply buried into my memory, so I had to look it up, and I did at the time decide to pick it up. We will come back to this one in a little bit too, but these are a pair of men's trouser pants, and this brand in general looks like it has some pretty good comps online. And yeah, it was a new to me one that I needed a little bit of refresher through my research. Unfortunately, as you can see, there were no new carts out, so they did a really good job of putting everything away yesterday. Shawnee is a very good selling brand. I had not seen this line before, Focus by Shawnee, but based on my comps, I still think this could do pretty well. Hoping to sell this between like 35 and 50. It is a larger size, which I appreciate, and it was in really excellent condition. All right, so unfortunately, sorting my cart, this Yves Saint Laurent blazer had a stain, and then those Kugels trousers, the hem was coming out. So both of those I had to leave behind, and then the Givenchy was missing a button. So those were all disappointing.
All right, that was a success. I think we got 8 or 9 items. I already shoved the receipt down all the way in my bag. I am out of daylight, as you can see. Definitely disappointed about, oh, my car's over here today. Definitely disappointed about the couple items that had stains. Really, really would have loved to get that Eileen West, but that's what happens. I am just glad that I caught everything. Hopefully I did catch everything. I had to put both the blazers back. I had to put the Kooples pants back, but at least that was a learning experience. That was a brand I wasn't familiar with that now I can be on the lookout for. Hopefully you can too. And that is what these videos are for. That is why every single day, every time I go into the thrift store, I am still looking stuff up because I am learning about brands that I have never heard of before. And then I find once, I see how they do, and then I am on the lookout for them. So, all right, Thriftmas day 2 is in the books. Stay tuned tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that video for day 3, and I'll see you next time. Bye.